Hello, starseeds, beautiful souls, and tarot lovers. Welcome back to another day, another edition here on the Hourglass. How you guys doing? All right, so I got a few channel messages. I want to believe, I want to think it's from my divine masculine because I am a divine feminine. I am a twin lover. Hi, how you doing? I'm in separation at the current moment. I'm not afraid to admit that. It is what it is, and it's happening for the betterment of me and my divine masculine and this twin flame mission, all right? Because we are on a mission. We answered the call because we did. We answered a call to shift the collective to a more love-based energy, all right? So a more higher consciousness or a higher perspective of looking at love and life, all right? So I got this channel message last night. I was watching a very interesting movie, and I thought of my divine masculine and the back, have like background music when the movie's playing. So the background song or music, some of the lyrics was talking about I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna find my way back to you. So when I heard it, I smiled and I said, okay, beloved, okay, you trying to say something? Because, I always acknowledge what my guides, my spirit team, my ancestors are trying to reveal to me, even though at that point of time, I may not understand every little detail or every little sign and synchronicity. I do acknowledge that I have received it. So it's in the back of my mind, right? So I'm sitting there smiling and I'm like, okay, at least I know that he's okay and he's working on himself to find his way back to me. Now, that's not the first time I've heard a song with lyrics similar to that. Anyway, so you kind of brush it off like, oh, I'm just going crazy and I'm just thinking of him or her or whatever. But then here comes his first name that pops up in the movie. So I was like, okay, so now I went on Instagram and there his name is again. So I only need two confirmations. Sometimes there's three, there's four, but I only need two. So I just put that in my back pocket and I left it as that. I let go of the feeling and I sent him the energy that I was feeling at the moment, which was relief. And I was happy to know about him. All right. So when I got up, I had these these train of thoughts coming in, and I'm going to see if it's going to correspond or resonate with this update of divine masculines. I'm going to see if the same message is going to come through today. All right, so we're going to do an energy update on your divine masculine. Now the theme or the title I got for this video when I was channeling the messages is it's a new chapter, not a new day, not a new dawn. It's a new chapter. So some of your divine masculines are writing a script. They're rewriting their story, or they're recoding their DNA, meaning they're healing a lot of core issues or a lot of childhood trauma as well. So they're recoding their DNA. So if they come back into your energy, or they're visiting you through dreams, or just visions or thoughts, they're trying to send you little hints that they're okay despite of what they're maybe showing you or telling you. This video may not resonate with all divine feminines, number one. So if you're really caught up in this karmic cycle, a lot of drama, you're in deep with their karmic and what's going on in their karmic cycle, I don't feel like this is the video for you. This is for divine feminine that has detached lovingly and has let their divine masculine trod on their path. However painful it might have been for us, it is what it is, and we're still going, right? We're still pushing divine feminines, right? So divine feminines, I wanted to tell you to continue drinking lots of water. That's good for intuition as well, and it's good to balance out your body. Drink a lot of water. If you guys are drinking a lot of coffee, a lot of alcohol beverages, sodas, it's drying you out and it's causing you to have like brain fog or whatever. So continue to drink a lot of water, you guys. Always have like a bottle of water by your bed. In your bag, wherever you may be at. Every time you think about your divine masculine, go and drink some water. All right. All right, so let's see what's the theme. What is this divine masculine that's coming through today? What are they working on? What are they working on possibly in the present? Because all of my readings is present information, all right? But for some of you, this may be past, it may be present, and it may be future events or energies, all right, you guys? Time and energy is fluid. We all have free will, all right? So anything that comes through the cards today, your divine masculine may or may not have the kahunas or the strength right now to go ahead and follow through, all right? This is just their energy. This is just where they want to be at, all right? Some of them are working really hard on themselves despite of what situation, connection, marriage they may be in. Keep in mind, this may also resonate with the divine masculinity energy within the divine feminine as well. So the divine feminine is alive in all spiritual practices, you guys. We all are full of love and tolerance. That is the mainstream within us, all right? So keep that in mind, you guys. What is the theme that's going on with this divine masculine? All right, so we have personal boundaries. So a lot of you, your divine masculine is making a lot of healthy choices. So maybe in the past where they drank a lot, they may be trying to, or they're working or they're practicing, putting in a lot of effort in switching what they intake. So if they've been drinking a lot, they may now feel the need to opt to something that's more healthier. So this might blow you guys away hearing this or even seeing this. It may make you feel, or it may have this this energy of maybe they're trying to pull a quick one on you. But you guys, these divine masculines recognize who they are in your life, and they recognize who you are in their life. So we're dealing with divine masculines that every time you go into separation period or there's no contact, they come back a little different. They come back a little bit upgraded. They're not going to be perfect, you guys. Rome was not built in a day. All right. So they're putting up some healthy personal boundaries. I feel like they're starting to look good as they feel good. All right. So as they feel good, they start to look good. So you may see them. We have like a little yellow, I don't know if that's grayish yellow. So they may be a little fair. They may be a little cowardice to do this because, again, the people around them are going to judge them heavily. And it's like they're preparing for that. So in the past, they may have pushed away transformation or transitioning because of the fear of judgments of others. They don't want to be singled out. But as time goes by and the journey progresses, the process seems to come a little bit more heavy for your divine masculines who may be a male or female, all right? Keep that in mind. Gender doesn't have a role here when it comes to the energies, all right? So we have 1 plus 6 is 7. So 7 is a holy number, but it could also talk about challenges in commitments. It could talk about opportunities when it comes to evolving or what's the next step. So your divine masculine is being presented with a lot of opportunities and challenges, and this is why we have the personal boundaries. So some of them may be having a lot of challenges. It may be very difficult or challenging for them to do this, and it's like, how did my divine feminine put up boundaries with me? How did she break out of these nasty habits or bad habits, these poor choices? How did she or he do that? So divine feminine, you're always going to be an inspiration to this person. You're always going to be a pillar in this person's life. So just accept your position. Whether you're with this person or not, you still have a lot of positive influence on this person, whether they want to share that with you or not. All right. So they're starting to see that expressing themselves, expressing their truth. So a divine masculine may in the past suppress. So we're working on, so another message that came through was the divine femininity within us, right? So this divine masculine, male or female, they're working on their wounded femininity. So where they may have suppressed their truth, they're now beginning to express that little by little, day by day, all right? It's not going to happen in a blink of an eye, even though some readers tend to say the divine masculine tends to go through their healing process a little faster, maybe in the mind, the body, and the soul, but to actually do that in the physical is going to take some time, and it's going to be stumbling back and forth, titter-tatter. This is why we see the Two of Pentacles, because it's a back and forth thing. It's to get that balance, to maintain that harmony, to know what's good for me and what's not, what to keep and what to let flow away, right? So that Two of Pentacles are always showing up. That's that back and forth. That's that back and forth. All right. So again, have compassion. I know you guys, some of you that still needs a lot of healing, that word kind of rubs you the wrong way. Divine timing, compassion, temperance, patience, all of that rubbing you the wrong way. It's because you still need a little bit more healing to go. All right. So let's continue. So yeah. So where they may have felt this unworthiness that we've been seeing for months, possibly years, they're starting to put up boundaries and recognize and understanding that these boundaries is helping them to stand in their power, to become more healthy. It's empowering to them, even though it hurts to block a lot of people, possibly family members, possibly longtime friends, people that they grew up with, people that they hang out with, people that they make money with. It's painful, you guys. Think about how painful it was when you had to put up your boundaries with your friends and your divine masculine, your mother, your father, your sister, whoever did you try to fuck you over or betrayed you, knowing that they were doing that, the pain that they caused you and the pain that you had to endure to build these boundaries. Think about it, you guys. Again, this divine masculine energy may have a lot to do with the wounded masculinity within us two divine feminines, all right? So just pay attention and keep an open mind. So on the bottom of the card, the bottom of the deck is my favorite card in the deck because it reminds me of my divine masculine, which is the gut instincts. So let's go to my channel message, being that I have instincts here. So with this full moon, because this is what I have it with, the full moon that's coming up on January 10th has a lot to do with, it's called a wolf full moon or a wolf moon, right? So it has a lot to do with instincts because a wolf has instincts as well. They're very adaptive to change. They have a great survival, I don't know how to word that, but they're great with survival in the wild, all right? So we have gut instincts and we have that great, beautiful lion that looks a little bit worried, or they look a little bit, and this is in my notes as well, they look a little bit, let me go down. I have so much to say today, you guys, about this divine masculine that's coming through. They seem to come to this understanding that they have been out of touch with their own intuition, with their own knowingness, with their own trust of their higher self, with the divine, with the almighty, whoever you want to, label it as, what makes you feel comfortable. This divine masculine is understanding that they have been out of touch with the almighty, with the divine feminine within themselves, and with the divine feminine outside of themselves, all right? So they're working on trusting themselves more. Again, a lot of yellow. So this has a lot to do with their solar plex chakra. So it's enhancing the flow within this person's body. So it's no more of I can't, and no, it's replacing that with I can. I know I can. It's coming through the cards right now, this combination right here. I know I can. So we have 1 + 9 is 10. We have been seeing a lot of 10s that's going on, not only here in the hourglass, but many other amazing readers as well on YouTube. So again, closing the door to an old chapter. The new theme here is new chapters, right? The divine masculine is recoding themselves. So again, they're learning to trust what they know. They may be in this primal energy where they're just making money, providing, hunting, having sex, procreating, whatever the case may be. But now they're seeing that it's more beyond that. They want to give in and give up because it feels easy, but now they're feeling it in their body, that it's more beyond giving up. And that's also channeled in my notes. Like I said, you guys, this thing came through very strong. So they're having multiple mini transitions and transformations. So they're regenerating as well. It's coming through as Beauty and the Beast. So they may see you as the beauty and they as the beast because of the terrible things that they have done, and their selfish, self-centered, self-absorbed energy as well, you guys. Let me get another note from across my room here. All right. So yeah. So the sacral chakra has been coming up a lot too in my forefront. And again, you guys, it's about instincts and transformation. This divine masculine that's coming through the cards today, whether it's male or female, they're healing a lot of their inner child issues, the wounded child within themselves. They're mastering their emotions. Some of them may be even coming into this shamanic energy as well. So let's see what are their emotions towards the divine feminine. Now, you guys, I don't concentrate too much on karmic partners. What was that, you guys? Did you guys see that? Or that was just me freaking out over here? I thought I saw a card turn over. Anyway, yeah, so I don't focus a lot on karmic partners in my divine masculine's life, because even though we're all interconnected, that's their lessons to be learned, not mine. You get what I'm saying? So I don't concentrate on what's going on with him and the karmics and the karmic family. And if it comes through the cards, I'm going to push it out. But I just don't go looking there, because again, that's their lessons. All right. And that's just another story for my divine masculine to share with me in the future. Hello. Or when we do come into harmonic or harmonious union. All right. So let's see, what is this divine masculine's present emotions or feelings when it comes to their divine feminine. There's that compassionate card, you guys. All right, so they want to be more open with the divine feminine. They want to, okay, so they're taking more responsibility for their emotions, their feelings. I feel like they're starting to understand what it's like to share without blaming the divine feminine or shaming him or her. All right, so this is again another channeled message here in my notes. So again, with the compassionate card, and we have that blue jay, they want to communicate, but it's like, will the divine feminine accept me for what I have to say or what I have done? They're sensing, they're starting to trust what their instincts and their intuition is screaming at them. So in the past, they may have been numbing themselves out with a lot of bad habits, overindulgence in a lot of temptations or what have you. I'm not going to get into that. Other readers may be going straight down into that, so you could find that somewhere else. But right now, they're very proud and pleased because, again, the divine feminine was like an ultimate accomplishment in this person's world, whether they knew it in the beginning, middle, or at the end. Well, it's never an end, but an end of whatever cycle or karmic cycle you guys go through. And they feel very proud to know that they had this extraordinary divine feminine or feminine in their life that have taught them by leading by example what it is to trust themselves. So they're very proud, they're satisfied, they're honored to know someone like their divine feminine, which may be the viewer. So it's like they want to communicate what's been happening, what they have been repressing. So the repressive truth wants to be expressed now through this blue jay confirmation, all right? So it's like they want to be more open with the divine feminine. All right, they want to continue to heal. They want to continue to regenerate. They want to continue to restore their faith, because a lot of this yellow makes me feel very creative, or there's a spark of inspiration. There's warmth, there's joy, there's vitality here. All of this could also mean yellow as well, a spark of creativity. Did I said that? Spirituality or spiritual order is happening here. Wow. The colors alone gave me that message, all right? So again, they want to move past what they have been going through, because again, they're having this understanding that it's more to it's more than what's happening here, beyond the pain, beyond the fears, beyond the insecurity, the doubt. It's more. This person wanted to give up, you guys. They wanted to give up. And, healing this inner child or their wounded child has restored the love within them by putting up these personal boundaries. So now they want to really push forward because they're thinking about, or they're being motivated by the results of what could be, the possibilities of their potential. So they're motivated, you guys. Oh my gosh. On the bottom of the deck, we have receptive with the gut instincts. So they're being open, they're welcoming any type of downloads that's happening to them. They may be very afraid of the unknown, but they're coming to the understanding that pushing out the divine feminine pushed out the divine feminine within themselves. It pushed out their truth. It pushed out their love. It pushed out their intuition or their gut instincts. It pushed out the free flowing of life. They're starting to understand that. So with the rain coming down, it's like a purification. It's like healing. It's like, again, restoring this inspiration. They're having a spark of creativity, of inspiration. There's a lot of passion that's growing, that's blossoming within this divine masculine's heart space. We see a lot of green hair. So in the past, they may have been closed off and resentful because of past hurts. Again, pushing that or projecting that on their divine feminine. And this is why you guys put up that personal boundary, right? So now they're understanding why you had to do that, or they're accepting that it had to happen this way. They're more open and flexible around the divine feminine's boundary because now the tables have turned and they now have to experience that for themselves. So again, you guys, for those that resonate, that could feel this energy that resonates with this divine masculine, your person, your divine masculine, whether it's male or female, they're writing a new chapter. They didn't close the book. So it may feel like you're disconnected or there's a void, and that's because they're healing. They're healing that wounded child within so they could learn to trust themselves. They could be more responsible with how they feel, and they could share with you without blaming, without shaming in any way. So it's going to take some time. It's going to take practice. Again, with the Two of Pentacles, it's showing, that card is showing in my mind that they're going to be a little bit back and forth to maintain this balance. They're very nervous because they don't want to slip up. They don't want to fuck up, all right? So again, they do know that this is going to be very challenging, and it's going to have more obstacles to come. So this divine masculine is pretty practical. They're very realistic, hey? All right? Very realistic, but they want that opportunity. They want to have another chance. I think the song Genuine came through where what he was talking in the lyrics about having to work hard and everything that he does is for the both of them. But again, working hard is it's like a burden for this divine masculine as well, paying the bills, paying the car note. This is a divine masculine that's trying to stand up on their feet. So if they have been in a codependent relationship, marriage, partnership, whatever, for financial, materialistic stability, they're now starting to see that they need to put up a boundary against that person or that type of living, that type of thinking, all right? They're being very receptive. So some of them are starting to accept the red flags. Okay, so they're being very hyper vigilant when it comes to the red flags, the patterns, the signs in their life, because it's starting to repeat. It's starting to repeat, and they want to close that out. And by doing that, it's by healing, it's by purging, it's by having this purification. Wow. All right. Very beautiful today. Again, they may not be fully in this energy right now, but they're moving forward to that. All right. Tell me more. Tell me more about this divine masculine. All right, so we have the Nine of Wands, wanting to give it one more try, you guys. The Nine of Wands could talk about determination, regardless of the pain and the pains and aches and the suffering, wanting to endure, pushing forward. Again, the Nine of Wands in the traditional Rider Waite has that that stick fence or that wand boundary. So the boundary is in place, but at times your divine masculine may be feeling very powerless, and sometimes dark thoughts creep back in and it causes them to freeze because they don't want to go back or repeat anything that hurt them. Remember, they're starting to accept how they truly feel. They're starting to vomit out those repressed truth about themselves, and that includes taking responsibility, because this chakra, the sacral chakra, has a lot to do with taking accountability and responsibility for one's actions, emotions, and feelings. So it's coming up, you guys, and they're no longer suppressing it because they're starting to see that that's a wounded feminine or feminine energy within themselves. It's blocking their flow of life. So even though they're taking actions out here and doing this and doing that and networking with people, it's the same story with different characters, and they want to put an end to that. Again, they're writing a new chapter here. All right. So with the Nine of Wands, you may be dealing with a fire sign. Hence the lion here. You may be dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So again, they want one more try. All right, and maybe that's what the song was trying to convey to me when the lyrics went something like, I'm gonna be okay, and I'm gonna make my way back to you. It's something along the lines like that. So you may be wearing some goddess braids, people say cornrows, but I say plaits. You know, where I'm from, we say plaits or braid up. So you may have a braid up. Your divine masculine, he or she may have braids, rocking some braids. Some of you may have like one big braid, like this one big warrior braid on the side, or you're very attracted to styles like that, all right? All right, so they're very much on fire. So they may be ignited with passion. They may have this sudden willpower to move forward past giving up. So some of them may be on their face, they may be on their back, they may be on their knees in life right now, but they're having a jolt. They're having a renewal of inspiration coming through here. They're welcoming change. So they're being very flexible as well. Tell me some more about this Nine of Wands energy, please. All right. Thank you. All right. So we have the Three of Swords. So, you know, the Three of Swords could talk about heartbreak and disappointments and pain. But you guys, what I'm picking up here is despite the pain, with the Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior card as well. So despite the pain, they're enduring this because, again, they have this jolt of energy to look or to go beyond what's happening, you guys. So they want to endure. They want to heal. You know, we have the receptive card here talking about accepting, being open. They want to unblock their heart chakra. They want to heal the pain of their heart. And by doing that, they're putting up these personal boundaries. Yes, it's another type of pain, but they're willing to endure that pain to heal themselves. You know, we have the eagle that's coming up here as well. So they may be receiving a lot of higher wisdom, a lot of higher downloads, you know, spiritual downloads as well. And that's healing their heart. But they're very unsure about how this is going to play out, though. It's like they're still having a little pity for themselves because, you know, they may be showing up a little bit too late for the divine feminine or even for themselves. But again, that's another false story that they may be telling themselves, or they're falling back on. That other side of that dark thoughts trying to discourage them from getting up out of that piss poor attitude. All right, so there's still a little bit of uncertainty because, again, they don't want to have that pain. They don't want to go back in a painful situation. They don't want to hurt their divine feminine. And I just heard the phrase, seeing the hurt in your eyes really destroys me. So when this person looks at your face, or when they're talking to you, even though you may not be telling them or constantly telling them that you're hurt, you feel betrayed, you feel disappointed, they could see it in your eyes. They see it reflecting in your eyes. And that's because they're hurt too. All right. So a lot of you think that your divine masculine, he or she, is not hurting because of what they're doing. They're doing those things to numb that pain out. So we have judgment. Again, purification. The judgment card here could talk about, you may be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. The Three of Swords could talk about strong Libra. The Nine of Wands could talk about strong, what is that? Not Aries, Sagittarius. All right. So you may have Libra with Sagittarius in your chart. Take it how it resonates. So with the judgment card, again, it's like a clean slate that's going on here. They are receiving some type of spiritual download from the ethers, from the divine. They're starting to be aware of the crap. They're starting to get sick and tired of their own bullshit. They're sick and tired of that old story of repeating the old plots, the old pains, the old conflicts, and they're having this judgment call. They heard the call. They have answered the call. So now they have this jolt, again, this spark of inspiration to do more, to go beyond, to lift themselves out of that hole. I heard to lift themselves out of the hole of desperation. Some of them, you know, again, they're starting to be aware of this ongoing cycle of defeat, of pain, of heartbreak, of disappointed, because this divine masculine that's coming through the cards today, they get sick and tired of disappointing themselves. Not only the divine feminine, but disappointing the divine masculinity and the divine femininity within themselves. This is why they don't have balance. This is why things are not flowing for them. So we have the King of Pentacles wanting to come through. You may be dealing with an earth sign. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. The Judgment card could talk about Scorpio, Cancer energy. So again, they may have this rising of the Phoenix energy as well, where they're having a regeneration, a transformation, a transition, but it's very epic, it's major. And again, it began when they started to implement these personal boundaries in their life, when they started to take control of their life, take back the power from whoever they were giving it to willingly out of fear, insecurities, doubts. And they feel proud of themselves. You know, this picture of the lion walking behind the lioness is in my mind. It's almost like the lioness is aware that something is following her. She has a deep feeling, and it's like they're connected intuitively. So the lioness in front has like this mischievous look, like, yeah, I know you're there. And then the lion in the back is like, yeah, I'm here. All right, it's not what's in front of you, it's what has your back type of energy here. So we have the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This person is very serious about making a life for themselves. They may have one or two passionate entrepreneur outlets that they really want to concentrate on, and I feel like that's what they're doing, because they're in their divine masculinity, where they stepping into their power of providing, whether it's wisdom, whether it's affection, whether it's support, whether it's finances, whatever the case may be. This person may also be a parent, a father figure, or if it's a female, they're very serious about their children's well-being. This may be a person that checks in with their children a lot. All right, this may be a strong masculine that favors sons over daughters, or if they just have daughters, they're very tough on them, or they're very in tune with them. So they're very much included or involved in their lives. All right, so you're dealing with a divine masculine who puts their children first before their happiness. And some of them may even be putting up boundaries with that situation as well, recognizing that their children is of age where they need a little bit more independency as well. So it's like they're putting up a boundary. They may even be teaching children as well, leading by example. We have the lion here as well, a strong symbol of strength, protection as well. I don't feel any resistance here as yet, but I do feel a fear of getting hurt again, or a little bit of discouragement, like a tinge of discouragement, because again, they don't want to go through anything that's painful. They're tired of the pain, the disappointments, never succeeding, having these great dreams, but it all falls away, or they seem to give up. They're tired. They want to push through these challenges now. Let's see about this Three of Swords energy. So being that they're still the wounded warrior with the Knight of Wands, they're still in this King of Pentacles energy. So they're very serious about doing something here. It's not no knight, it's not no page here, right? So they're very serious. So tell me more about the Three of Swords. What's going on here with this question mark? What are they unsure about? I just heard the phrase staking my claim or making my mark. So they're very unsure. Some of you are dealing with a divine masculine that does not want to hurt you again, but it has so much love. It's like all hearts. Hey, but it's like they do not want to, they're not sure if they're going to hurt you again. And that's a huge fear here. Yeah. So we have the Nine of Swords. This card has been coming up a lot, not only here in the hourglass, but many other readers has been pulling the Nine of Swords energy. So again, a lot of, it's like their thoughts, their actions are tormenting them. Some of them want to know if somebody bewitched them, or somebody put some type of curse on them. Again, a lot of false stories, accusations that's formulating in their mind because of overthinking a lot, or it's a lot of guilt for what they did. It's a lot of sorrow, a lot of despair for the actions that they took against their divine feminine and against the divine femininity within themselves. Because if this is a true twin flame, you are a reflection of the divine feminine energy within them. Do you get what I'm saying? Just like how they are a representation of the divine masculinity within you. So this is why when divine feminines are out here, what I was going to say. So when the divine feminines are out here healing themselves, regenerating themselves, restoring their faith, restoring their willpower to move forward, to overcome a lot of trials, tribulations, struggles. This is balancing out your divine masculine, because they're so, even though they may be in a marriage, they may be in a family situation, a religious practice or tradition that prohibits you from being together, they're still watching you. And even if they can't see you, they pick up your energy. They see you in their dreams with the Nine of Swords. They have prophetic dreams. They have premonitions. They have visions. They be hard at work, and all of a sudden they smell something or they hear something that's vague, but somehow in their mind it comes right back to the divine feminine, and all of a sudden they feel very encouraged, they feel very proud, they smile, they look at their phone, they look at old pictures, they remember old conversations. You trigger them to up their amp, to up their spirit, divine feminine. All right. So even though some of them may be sleeping, oversleeping a lot these days, or they need to rest so they could receive more of these downloads, some of them are even figuring out that the more that they rest, the more that they have these dreams, these visions, that's given them clues in the physical world, in the matrix. All right. And this is why we have the judgment, because again, they're starting to see, they're starting to be aware, and now they could hear those trumpets. They could hear, it's like they're hypersensitive. They're like hyper vigilant. All right. So it's like everything they're paying attention to. Some of you have brought a lot of awareness to your divine masculine. Some of you, you're in a union with your divine masculine, and they're learning how to have boundaries in the connection. All right. So some of you that's in union, that's no longer watching videos or participating in the twin flame connection. You guys, please raise the vibration and celebrate for those that are in union. All right. Just because you're not there yet doesn't mean that you should hold that that resentment or that jealousy or that envy. Flush that shit out and celebrate those that have come thus far and have made it, because listen, this road is not easy. So celebrate the divine masculines and the divine feminines that are in union. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to kill you to show support to those that have been through it and going through it together now as a one energy. All right, so we have the Five of Pentacles. You may be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy, and again, some of them are very much all right, so with the Five of Cups, right, this could go both ways. For a lot of them, they're still experiencing sorrow, grief, a lot of regrets, right? But again, if they're being receptive, if they're trusting their instincts, if they're being very open with how they're feeling, they're opening their awareness to the possibilities and how they could reconnect with their divine feminine. All right. They're going to go past this sadness and grief. All right. But they have to go through it. They have to accept it. They have to take accountability for how they feel, the actions they took towards the outcome as well. So what I'm picking up with the Five of Cups is this, you guys. Again, I keep seeing the phrase drink more water. So, you know, if some of you are in connection with your divine masculine, try to be diplomatic with how you're conveying any type of information to them. All right. Don't lecture them like a mom to a child, even though some of you may feel that way. Try to be diplomatic and speak to them like very professionally, or try to speak to them where you're trying to hint them or improbable. What is it called? Probables? I'm not pronouncing that word correctly, you guys. Help me out. Lifeline. Somebody comment that word. Probables? Or riddles, or something in a way where you're planting that seed of an idea into your divine masculine. You guys remember, you're not here to baby these divine masculines, whether it's male or female. You're here to lead by example. You're here to be their inspiration, to shift their perspective. You get what I'm saying? You're here to bring new energy. You're not here to take care of them and baby them and try to lecture them and ridicule them. That's not your job. You leave that up for the karmics, yo. All right. And some of them are going through that with karmic spouses, karmic parents, karmic friends, even a karmic job, a career, a lifestyle. Some of them are living very on the edge as well, with trying to make money, with trying to provide for their family, their kids, for themselves. All right, so with the Five of Cups, what I was trying to state here before I got off, it's like, because of these personal boundaries and the Judgment card here in combination with it, it's like they're going to move on from this depressive energy, this depressive stage, because again, they're getting sick and tired of not gaining the things to make them happy. They're sick and tired of not living in peace. You get what I'm talking about? They are the rose in the concrete now. You guys, check out that poem from Tupac Shakur. You guys know I always channel Tupac Shakur. That is my spirit animal. The rose that grew from concrete. Go and check that poem out. If you want, you guys could comment the whole poem in the comment box, and I will be sure to pin that. All right. So let me see if I see any number confirmations that's going on here, you guys. It's just so much information today. You know, Judgment talks about twos as well. Judgment is a 2 card, number 2. So it's like, okay, so I have angel number 199 is what I just saw. All right, so, and we also have, yeah, okay. So, yeah, so twos talk about making a decision, you know, coming to that middle ground, balance, harmony. All right, so again, I keep seeing the 2 of Pentacles in my mind, and it didn't come out today. But again, they want to move on from feeling depressed, from feeling sorrow, disappointment, regrets. They want to forgive. They want forgiveness not only from their divine feminine, but they're working on it with themselves. They're putting in effort. Again, their third eye is very much in use here. It's always active, but now they're accepting it, they're acknowledging it, and therefore it's becoming more stronger, it's becoming more louder, it's becoming more obvious. And this is why we have intuition, trust, sensing, and knowing. All right, it's like they have this deep knowing that they have to move on, that they have to get past this sad, depressing cycle in their life. They gave up many times, divine feminine. You have too, but here you are. Here you are. All right, so if you guys are resonating with this video thus far, go ahead, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell if you are new here. Comment, comment, comment. Let's keep these free readings going, you guys. All right, if you're interested in a personal reading, do check out the description box below. And please, you guys, have patience with me. I'm the only one that's running this channel. I'm the only one that checks my email, so everything is very private and personal to me. All right, so if it's taking a while to get back to you or answer to you, please trust the process. All right, so with the Five of Cups, again, this is going to be a recovery, a huge recovery for the divine masculine, and they're going to return with a lot of high hopes and renewed faith. And it may blow you away. You may be very suspicious, but go ahead and trust. Go on and trust. All right, and then we have the Fool under the deck. Ooh, all right, so I'm seeing, every time I look at this card, I see a lot of sixes. I see a lot of names. I see druids. I see the word 2 pins. I don't know where that came from, but it's like 2 pins. I know I have 2 pins in this thing right here, but that's kind of weird that I see in it here too as well. I see the word within. I see a representation, what looks like the female genitalia, which is, could look like a rose. All right, so it could look like the inside of a rose, which is a representation of the female genitals. Again, I'm going to state this again. The feminine divine is alive in all spiritual practices. So with the Fool card here, again, having this renewed faith. This is 0 point energy, by the way, you guys. The Fool energy is 0 point. So again, they're rewriting their story. They're recoding themselves. They're flushing out the way how they used to feel, the way how they used to handle things, the way how they used to live, where they had no boundaries. Now they're putting that in place, and they're being flexible with change. Some of them may be feeling very foolish for not knowing what they know now. But again, they had to go through all of this to become who they need to become for their divine feminine. Those divine feminines that's still holding on and still keeping the faith, still keeping their heart space, loving detachment and all of that good stuff. Congratulations, you guys. I know how the road could be, and I know your feet hurts. But if you truly believe that this is your twin flame, keep that space. No one said you have to stop living your life. No one said that. No one said you had to lay down. We have the lust card wanted to show there. Oh, what's wrong with my card? So the lust card wanted to show. Let me get organized, you guys. Hold on real quick. All right, so seem to have some kind of mix up right here. Sorry, I didn't shuffle this deck. I just decided to use it because my eyes went to it, so sorry. So yeah, there's a strong possibility that yes, there's some karmic people involved. This person may be married, but again, they're taking a lot of baby steps. Children, baby steps seem to be the theme from December to now. So again, you guys, healing a lot of the wounded child inside, being a better role model, a better parent to their children. They may be sticking around because they're not trusting of the parent that they're co-parenting with. So it's like they need to step in. You know, some of them are trying to change the past by being a parent that they never had as well. They know it's a lot of challenges. They know this is very scary. The unknown is very scary. Some of them not knowing what the next step is, but they still have that faith to go forward. Some of them may feel like it's foolish to do what they need to do, or their friends are telling them, you know, this is a foolish move. You're going to do this stupid, but they're still wanting to do it. That fire is lit, yo. That fire is lit. So they may act kind of weird, or they may be very goofy or whatever when they come through. But again, they're trying to shift that energy. They're trying to do something different here. All right. It's a new beginning for them. Again, a new chapter, a fresh start. They want to take that risk. All right. They may want to bring back that purity, that innocent, that carefree energy. All right. But they still have a lot of dark thoughts. Everybody do. All right. Everybody does. Tell me more, beloved. So again, a lot of lustful energy. We have bad mind. So the bad mind card keep coming up as well. So they may have a very negative support system around them that kind of influence this negative, this ill-minded way of themselves. It influenced them to be comfortable in misery and that shadow life. It made wickedness look like beneficial, but it was all false. It was all for pain. Yeah, so there is someone else, or they're wanting to know, is there someone else that the divine feminine may be interacting with? Some of your divine masculines may be putting up boundaries when it comes to dating and wanting attention and wanting admiration. Yeah, because we have faithful at the bottom. Oh my goodness. So they wanted to shift. Again, you guys, it's a new chapter. It's a new chapter. So, you know, a lot of your divine masculine, whether it's male or female, deep down, they know this shit was all bullshit. They know it was all wrong. They know they would have to do some type of karmic debt with the judgment card, but they really want reconciliation. Judgment talks about reconciliation, reviving something that passed on or passed away or died out. That flame is reignited, you guys. Again, another spark of inspiration. I'm seeing like this same circle, but it's brighter in my eyes, like a reflection on a window. And it's like, for some of you, this may come to pass where you're going to be driving, or you're going to be somewhere where it's a mirror or window, and it's going to have like this bright, obvious reflection. It's going to reflect in your face, or this is happening with your divine masculine. But again, it always had someone else. They always had a train of admirers, and that's because they didn't have that love for themselves. They didn't see the love what the divine feminine tried to pour into them. You know, they may have been even suspicious of the divine feminine being who you are coming into their world. It's like, is this a trap for some of them? And that's because they had a lot of dark thoughts. They probably came from a very negative childhood, a negative background. I know you guys hate to hear that, because it's like, why use that as a reason? But it is the bottom line. It is the festering virus that's been cropping up in a lot of you divine masculines' lives. Divine feminine has it too, but you guys had that. My children are home, you guys, so excuse me. It's a lot of noise. When they come home, they make all this noise, all right? So sorry for the interruptions. Oh, they're going to come busting in here anyway. Anyway, right? So again, they want to revive things between the both of you. Now they want to show up as this true blue. They want to be loyal to this connection because they're seeing that this is what they needed in their life to break out of that darkness, break out of that shadow world. All right? This is the beast. This beast has been living in survival mode for a very long time, thinking that this is the way to be. This is all they could get. You know, their life changed very drastically from their childhood days to their adulthood. And they feel like this is what they deserve until the divine feminine came in and tried to protect for most of the connection. You try to protect, you try to school, all of that. And it wasn't fitting because you needed to pull away. You needed this person to see the truth for themselves. And now that they have, they're putting up these boundaries to the bad minded people, to the bad minded influence, to the bad minded lifestyle. And now they're putting up boundaries to others as well. People that they were involved with, that they were flirting with, that they were stringing on, that they were leading on. And again, they picked all of that up by the divine feminine leading by example. Bottom of the deck we have, I'm tired of sitting back. I'm tired. He or she is tired. They want to come in and claim what's theirs. I did feel that with the Three of Swords. They want to stake their claim. Oh, that's my tummy, you guys. I just heard brother Bob Marley. I don't want to wait in vain. And I heard the knocking. It's been 3 years now that I'm knocking on your door. And I still can knock some more. Ooh, girl. Is it feasible? I want to know now. You guys get it. Go and big up yourself in the comment box. If you are a genuine, true, divine feminine, if you are true, divine masculine, go and big up yourself. Let the fucking world know who the fuck you really are. Stop all this fair shit of what people might say, the judgments, the ridicule. Fuck all of that. It's holding you back. It's trapping you. It's limiting you from your destiny, your birthright, your true potential. And again, that's the next thing. Not the expected potential, you guys. Your God-given potential. You check what I'm saying? All right, you guys. I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to see you in another video. Chat to you guys later. Ciao.